A slew of big companies, Dow Components among them, reporting, I'm going to call them a pretty weak series of outlooks for 2013. Question, will a Romney victory change those outlooks and spark a market rally? Joining the company is business strategist and reformed investment banker Carol Roth. Carol, welcome to the program.
I think it was a long recovery period.
Investment banker. Now, okay, let's suppose that Governor Romney wins. The Republicans do well in the Senate, of course, the House. Market rally?
Absolutely. Romney is good for big business, and he's good for small business. Romney, period, is good for business. I think that a lot of what we're seeing is not only our favorite U word, uncertainty, but we have businesses unwilling to spend. Okay. They've got plenty of cash on their balance sheets, well over $1 trillion, but they're not making the investments and they're not hiring. And those are the things that lead to lower revenue and to lower earnings. Okay. So if they feel like they have an advocate, somebody who is for not only the free markets, but a collaborator who will work across the aisle, avoid the fiscal cliff, I think it's going to be fantastic for everyone across the board. Wow. And obviously, from a metrics, a fundamental standpoint, if those earnings go up, the markets go up. It's very simple math.
Gung-ho Carol.
Yes, like Kung Fu Panda. I am gung-ho Carol.
Well, here's a caveat. Governor Romney says he would not reappoint Ben Bernanke. Disapproves of all this money printing.
And hallelujah for that.
But wait a second, the market's like that. The market's like all this pumping out of money. Now, if it came to an end, if the gravy train ends, that's surely bad for stocks.
It's come to an end. We've seen the quantitative easing. We're on the third one, the infinity here, and we haven't seen the same bump and the same effect that we did the first couple of times. So I think that they've run out of juice with that. Now we have to get back to the fundamentals of the company. We cannot use monetary policy to boost the economy forever. It worked for a while, but now we're sort of in a house of cards situation. We have to build a solid foundation.
All right, let's reverse that. I want to play for our viewers Clint Eastwood's view of a second Obama term. Roll it.
In the last few years, America's been knocked down. 23 million people can't find full-time work. And we borrow $4 billion every single day, much of it from China. When someone doesn't get the job done, you gotta hold them accountable. Obama's second term would be a rerun of the first, and our country just couldn't survive that.
Our country just couldn't survive that, with an iconic voice. Now, let's turn it around. If he's right, how about that for the market, a second Obama term? What do you say happens on the market?
I think that Obama will clearly be very bad for the market because I think, again, we have to get back to fundamentals of the companies, not just monetary policy. And I think that a lot of these companies aren't going to be doing the spending. We have a very serious situation with the fiscal cliff. And I think that if Obama's elected, even if that eventually gets solved, it's not going to be right away.
President Obama promises today, he says he's going to have a grand bargain to fix the budget mess, the fiscal cliff, and all the other uncertainties.
We have 4 years of empirical evidence if we had any grand bargains that have worked. I'm going to judge based on what's happened before, and I don't see why that would change in the future.
Well, here's what's happened before. The market has doubled under Obama. Okay, from the March low of 09.
Based on monetary policy, but I really think that we've run out of juice with that, and we can't focus on that anymore.
Democrats are traditionally better for the market than Republicans.
But we're not in a traditional situation, Stuart. The situation we're in is the worst in years. So I'm taking this one to the mat.
You're sticking with it.
I am sticking with it. I say Romney good, Obama bad. Very simple.
You're learning television fast, young lady. Carol Roth, thank you very much indeed.